When I was a kid, I used to like to watch Ealing comedy films on television. I always made a point of, watching it. I thought they were great. They were really funny. Passport to Pimlico and the Titchfield Thunderbolt and various other things anyway. And I watched other comedy things as well. And there was always certain characters that you thought, oh, he's funny or she's funny. And one of them was, what was that film? George Cole was in it. I've forgotten now. Anyway, it's St Trinian's. That's right. And another character that I particularly liked as well was Terry Thomas. I always found him hilarious. And whenever I think about him with his cigarette holder in, I always think about somebody that was at school that had got hold of a cigarette holder and was caught behind the boiler house and came down smoking out a cigarette holder. Still, anyway, there's lots of them. There's still about, if you search on TV, you'll find them, or on YouTube, you're bound to find, but they're always about and whatnot. Anyway, talking of Terry Thomas, I got this book some years ago, and a classic Terry Thomas pose there. Graham McCann, the Bounder. And there's another picture of Terry Thomas with his long cigarette holder there. What's it say here? This was one actually I picked this up at a charity shop, amazingly. It says, with his sly little moustache, broad gap-toothed grin, garish waistcoats and ostentatious cigarette holder, Terry Thomas was renowned as an absolute bounder, both on screen and off. Graham McCann's hugely enjoyable biography celebrates the life and career of a very English rascal. Born in 1911 into an ordinary suburban family, Thomas Terry Hall Stevens set about transforming himself at an early age into a perfect dandy. At 15, his everyday get-up of pork pie hat, double-breasted suit, cigarette holder and silver-topped cane certainly made him stand out in his first job as a clerk in Smithfield Market. You can just imagine that, can't you? Although he was completely untrained. Before long, he was taken to the stage as a singer, dancer and raconteur. During the war, Terry was kept busy entertaining the troops at home and in Europe. And it goes on about him, something with Doris Day, being in with Doris Day. In between films, the star enjoyed an idyllic lifestyle in Ibiza, throwing legendary parties for the expatriate showbiz set in the dream house he designed himself. But in the early 1970s, his health began to fail. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The symptoms made it impossible for him to carry on working. Weakened by illness and rendered penniless by medical bills, Terry Thomas died in 1990 in comparative obscurity, yet his influence lives on with contemporary comedians such as Vic Reeves and Paul Whitehouse, hailing him as a key influence. And highly entertaining, often deeply moving biography. Bounder restores Terry Thomas to his proper place at the top of the showbiz tree. Well, if you ever see The Fast Show, which is running on TV at the moment, you will see Paul Whitehouse doing a character called Rolly something or other, and most of what he says is incomprehensible, and there's a few words at the end, but it reminds me a little bit of Terry Thomas, and I should imagine that's where he got the influence, inspiration, I should say, for that character. So if you see a copy of this and you like that era of comedy films, pick up a copy of this. You won't go wrong. There's lots of that great comedy still about on TV if you search for it, and as I say, on YouTube. Even if you can just find various scenes. Some of the Norman Wisdom films I like, not all of them, but some of them, particularly Trouble in Store. Well, hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got any comments, good or bad, please leave them. I always try to reply to them, and leave a tick that you liked it. if you did like it. Alternatively, you can also subscribe, because it's always nice to have more subscribers. Bye for now, and thanks for watching this. Have a great day.